to the foyer of Brume Tower. The unlit foyer, I should say. Right where we left off. I did make one brief detour just moments ago before starting the stream to Majula. I think we finally made enough souls there to afford another level up, so we're not risking quite so much. We had upwards of 300,000 a second ago. And then I was also able to use that Estus flask shard that we just found by using the fragrant branch back in the things betwixt the area just before Majula. So I got one more Estus flask, +1 or whatever it is. Or one more use of Estus, I suppose. Up to 11 now. So, those two quick changes out of the way, I am back at Brume Tower. I believe we're going this way, though I haven't fully explored in here. It looks, fairly sealed on all sides. That door is locked. And I don't believe there are any other points of egress. Though there are some items that I have foolishly missed. Let's go all the way around. It's interesting that you see these vases, or whatever they are, here and at the Iron Keep, as though this has something to do with, or is perhaps the ancient kingdom that the Iron Keep inherits, and thus has similar pots. I'm not sure. You see these bull devices, too, in the Iron Keep, in places. Who knows? Good morning, and thank you very, very much for the subscription. That is kind of you, and I am glad to have you along. We are descending further into Brume Tower in the hopes that we can find that scorching iron scepter, whatever it is. Perhaps just as advertised. Okay. There we go. So there appear to be a lot of gates that all may have switches like this. I'm wondering if there's a reason I shouldn't open this one yet, but I don't see one. Should have gone a little earlier on that one. There we go. Now I can open this. Hello and welcome. Good morning. Good mornings all around. It is a shame. Rather hard to avoid the lightning. Ooh. Okay. That definitely didn't go well, but we're alive. Just missed it. Okay. There's another lever there. What is going to ambush me? Oh, that's gonna ambush me. Neat. Is there flame coming out of his skull pauldrons? Because that is neat. I'm so sorry to hear the bad news, and I'm very glad you're safe and attempting to distract yourself. I'm so sorry. Okay. That's some hard-hitting beefcake. I'm gonna try to get him to come this way. So that I can get to this lever in time. I hope. I think I got it. Ha ha. We'll go back for that, gentlemen. Once I'm level 675, perhaps. Okay, what's in here? Click, click, click. Nothing. Aha, perfect. Here's that first gate. Before I even drop down, this is a nice shortcut. So, bonfire is right there. We can now drop down here, avoiding the rather large gentleman. Fantastic. Hello and welcome. And howdy. If I could oversell for a brief moment. Alright. Now we're up here. Oh good. Not an immediate boss battle. Looks like I'm gonna get spat out back there at some point. Good to know. Huh. Looks to be a brazier filled with oil. Overflowing, in fact. Okay, sure. I'm sorry. To tell if that's like dark energy coming off of them, or is it also like a weird sheen of oil? I can't quite tell. Oh, he's exploding. Okay. He's on fire now, strangely. I wonder if that is oil. What's coming off of him? Yikes. Okay, so if that's oil, and if this is oil, let me try this. No. Lightning does not work, but does fire. Ha ha ha. Interesting. Wonder if I can do that to them as well. Let's give this sword a shot. Oh yeah. I wish that fire damage then hurt them, but I can't have everything I want. This has become clear. Okay. Wasn't expecting that somehow. Oh, he's invincible. Come on now. Okay. Down to 2 Estes. Thinking about maybe running back to the bonfire to refresh those. Though that will bring all of them back. Let's do it before I go down a ladder, though. It's sounding unwise. Quick sword, Rachel! Well, I'm terrified. But give me a second. Give me but a moment, Rachel. I have to go get health potions for our grand battle. And we're at the top. Dark Spirit Quick Sword Rachel has ceased to have the patience to deal with me. This is fair. It's a good thing I took all those chain walking classes at the circus where I was raised. Can't even imagine having to deal with this area otherwise. Really doesn't seem like they're very damaged by fire. Like, even though it lights them up, which is very cinematic and cool, it's not necessarily doing anything to them. I think my lightning sword was actually doing more. I'm also curious about this. Let's try it real quick. It's just fairly devastating, no matter how you slice it. Really is a good sword for the collection. Thanks, Drake Blood. Okay, 9 Estes. A definite improvement. And Rachel's back. Oh, hello. Okay, I wish I had a larger weapon for this. While I love the Drake Blood Greatsword, this looks like an opportunity to stagger as much as possible. Wish that had gotten in there. So close to being able to sip. Rachel living up to her name there. Very quick sword. I'm going to switch to something with a little more power behind it. Though I hate to disappoint her, she's doing a great job defending this area. Gonna have to put a stop to that. Let's try. Since she is using lightning, we will follow suit. Just gotta get past these guys again. Or maybe just run past them, since they don't have any legs. I hate to be insensitive, but if you guys are cool with it, I'm just gonna avoid this whole legless situation. Alright, Rachel. Just too early. There you go. Gently towards the edge. Just towards the edge of life. Okay. Switching back. Thank you for the human effigy. I'm hoping it's okay to light all of these. Not entirely sure if it's going to explode something later. Looks like that must actually lead somewhere rather than being a bottomless pit. Like Donald Duck. Seems largely unnecessary. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay, so which is the right door? There we go. A question in the chat. Have I seen Sherlock? The Benedict Crample Crunch version. Yes, I do believe I have. At least most of it. Perhaps not the last episode or something weird like that, which I need to catch up on. But I have certainly seen him and dear Martin Freeman tearing it up out there. Oh, that looks like a scorching iron scepter, if I had to guess. Give me one moment. Alright. Aha, so in the first episode of the Crample Cramch Sherlock, the Pink Lady, someone has scratched Rach into the floor, trying to write Rachel. But Anderson thinks that it is the German word for rage. And the way that I am pronouncing Rachel makes me think of that. It's fantastic. Every time I think I'm gonna get away with that. And I never do. It's very kind of them to take themselves out after a time. Makes it much easier for me. Alright, does anyone have like some oven mitts? Perhaps a pot holder? Or two? No? Just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way? Alright. That is gonna sting when I put it in my pocket, but sure. Let's just slide it on in there with the other scepters. Okay. We have an elevator. Is it going to bring a devastating amount of guys down with it? Just one. I'm sure he can be devastating in his own right. Ding! That does look like it should be an illusory wall, but with the strange transition between textures there. Aha, and this must be where we're going to be spat out. There we go. Pitui. Okay, so now I can return to this bonfire, scepter in hand, and see where that gets us. Sure, may as well restore my Estus. Thank you, bonfire. And now I'm going to plunge my fiery scepter deep within this bull head, apparently. I'm sorry about this. Ouch, ouchies. Oh, that is lovely. It has activated various ascending mechanisms. Okay, I'm going back down. This may just be a shortcut to something I've already seen. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be going down or up. First, boss ahead. Okay, then maybe I should be going up. To be premature in my bossery. Key ahead. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah. Somebody make the choice. Sacrifice yourself for the team. It's gonna be great. There you go. Yeah, get in there. Well, they're trying. Flame isn't being very cooperative. There we go. Yikes. That didn't seem like very much damage. And his actual skull spurts do damage me. That is fascinating. Fascinating? Terrible. Let's see where his edge of bravery is exactly. Show me the distance of your courage. It's really hard to get past him when those spurts are going. Like that. looks heavy. Do you want to just set it down for a second? We can talk about this. It just looks so heavy and uncomfortable. Bad for your lower spine. Let's talk about it. Okay. I don't mean to interfere with your life. Oh, ran out of stamina at a very bad time. Sorry, my friend. You're freaking me out over there. Well, that would have been nice if any of those had hit. So little stamina. Oh my. And so little health to go with it. Ahoy hoy. And welcome. And then once more, for those in the back, ahoy hoy. Just because it tickles me so to say it. Brr. It's tickly. Okay. What is this? A tower key. That sounds very useful. Let's see if it goes to this gated door here. Gated door? Is that a thing? A gate. A door. Used tower key. Lovely. I still have to try going up the other elevator, but let's see where this takes us. Alright. To get some herbs, apparently. And that will take me further down. So before I go any further this way, let me run back up just briefly. In fact, I will be right back with you. One moment. So sorry. Alright. Let's see if we can find that upward elevator. Just out of curiosity. Maybe we'll hit a locked door or something. Also be curious to try that tower key over here. Nice. Ah, never mind. Close it. Close it! I'm being cursed. Rather quickly. What is causing this? Oh, this seems like a terrible, terrible part of the tower. Thanks, wall. It is nice that I can even hit these guys. They're not like ghosts, necessarily. But it does seem like there's no pot or anything. It's just that whole area is cursed. Well, there must be some way to counteract that. Good day and welcome. Lovely to see you again. So we do have a cursed chamber, but let us continue our plan of going upward. This looks like it must be, perhaps... I'm not sure. Not sure if we've already been here. Or if this is a new area. There's the bonfire. So yes, this must just be a shortcut from this bonfire for some reason. Because before we had to go down there and make our way all the way around, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so up just takes you back. We're still, this might work. It is moving now. If I can catch it. So there's a door there. There's a door there. And there's a door there. Which one do I want first? Ah, not that one, that's for sure. Really anything but that one. There was some off timing and no mistake. Let's try that again. Around. Hey, I missed my bus. I'm gonna wait for the next one. You don't have a magazine, or wanna play tic-tac-toe, or wanna play Skin the Parishioners? No? Nobody? Let's try this way. That's very hot. Very hot on my back. Okay. So I'm assuming there will be a way to douse those flames at some point, but I may just need to break on through to the other side first. simpleton's ring. They saw me coming. What does this do? Makes the wearer invisible while rolling. That is tremendously interesting. I'm actually curious what that looks like. Wow, that's super cool. I'm not sure if it would be any use at all for an NPC, but if you were fighting like an invader, a human invader, that would be very confusing and interesting. Neat. Wondering if there is some other, like, boss you can use it on that makes them lose track of you. Or something. Okay, so I don't think I can withstand getting that item yet. I can roll through for doors, but that's about it. So we've been through the back archway. Let's try to get across now. To that door. A little late. Hey. I wonder if that curse is maintained, perhaps, by these other bodies. The Bride of Ash, Nadalia. Oh, he is healing himself. Okay. Or she is healing him. So I'm wondering if I use all of the smelter wedges on those bride corpses, if I will be able to get into that cursed room, perhaps? Not sure. So much healing. So much. Really on both of our behalf. Wow, I got weak for that. Okay. Pretty sure you were actually able to see the skin of my teeth for a second there, but we made it. This is just a terrible door. I need to speak with the architect about that. Okay. Not what I wanted, but sure. We'll give her a little privacy. It's kind. My apologies for the impalement. All of this impalery. I wonder what she is saying. Like, it must be possible to extract those sound effects and reverse them or slow them down or whatever needs to be done. Because I'm sure it's lore important. It's of lore importance than you might think. Okay, so the other one I need to get to is here, if I can only, not mistime it. A Pilgrim's Spawn Tune? Did I read that correctly? What is that? Pilgrim, 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 pilgrim. Pilgrim, 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 pilgrim. Used by warriors on pilgrimage. Doubles as a catalyst for sorceries. Oh my. That is awesome, actually. A spear that lets you do spells. Finally live out all of my battle mage fantasies. Of which I have, at least 6. 6 individual battle mage fantasies. At any given time. Okay. So there is that, secondary path that I believe is up from here, but now I'm curious about going down these elevators. And then we have the cursed tower room back on the main level we still need to deal with. And to keep track of all these paths. Let's see if we can exhaust this one. Hello, hello. All right. That's where I went to get the tower key, I think. And then I used it over here. And then we saw a message that said boss ahead, and I ran for the hills. A natural cave. Fancy. Click, click, click. So it looks like there might be something down in that, I don't know what it is. Kiln? Perhaps just a shell of ash? Lovely. Let's check those. Where are we in the grand scheme of things? Perfect. So this must be the second area and final area in the game. This is quite the milestone. I now believe we have been to every named area. So we have bonfires. At all of these, there are no more mystery question mark bonfires, and the only ones, the like subsections that we have yet to unlock, I believe, are in Brume Tower. Double checking, yeah, 2 in Brume Tower. And otherwise we have them all. So we are getting very, very desperately close. Minus a dark lurker. But it is weird that this is like similar to the Cave of the Dead. In Shulva, it seems to be a side quest / covenant fighting area. And those typically do not let you come back up once you have gone down. So I'd have to use my feather or something. So let's consider that something to be looked into after we have finished Brume Tower. Is my plan. Maybe that's where you come back out after you've finished the Iron Passage. So let's see if I can figure out any other way to go before we try that. It may be that I do need to jump down there. But I think I may be able to skirt around another way, too. With that guy. Perhaps. Let's see, a question in the chat. Oh, Oh, that would be lovely. If you could somehow poof a PS4 into my possession. That is a very, very kind thought that I appreciate. And that my love of Spider-Man appreciates. Am I planning, this is the question, am I planning on playing Dark Souls 3 after this? At some point, absolutely. I may take a month off or so to let my thumbs stitch themselves back together. But I am definitely planning on that one as well. Let's check up here first, out of pure curiosity. I don't know if it's really that pure. I have an indecent curiosity. A strength ring. I'm assuming that is as advertised. Strength, yep. Okay. So the old Iron King had the power to mold iron freely. Interesting. Just because he was so strong, was it? Like a character out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I assume? Just so strong I can mold iron freely. Okay, so this looks like the normal path. Just want to swing at that guy real quick. Just in case. Oh, I wish I could see him perform a little yee-haw. Why would you lock onto the guy halfway across the arena? Down, down, ever down. Never a moment's peace. Curious about those. I don't think fire is going to do much against him. I could switch to a bow and do some poison. It would probably be wise. Wondering if he can hit me. I want to jump down there just to see better, but I wonder if he can hit me if I jump down there. Let's just be a coward about it. Why not? Sure. Oh. Well, wouldn't that have been nice? Have I ever tried to do a JoJo pose? I don't know that I have. I think I would likely hurt myself at the very thought of it. One of my pecs would just fly off into the stratosphere, never to be seen again. I'm not prepared. Okay. We got one alive and one who's pretending to be dead. Yeah. Oh, real believable that you're lying in pieces all over the ground. Sure. That was fancy. Dark Spirit Cleo Monster. Ah, what? What exactly? That's deeply disturbing. I'm gonna run for it. I don't want these guys to come back. That's my least favorite game mechanic of the Dark Souls series. Hey, see you later. Okay, Cleo Monster, where are you? This looks to be one final opportunity to get your last 2 smelter wedges, perhaps? And likely saying, I would not go into the boss gate until you've done this? Is my thought? It does sound like a very playery name, in my opinion. Not like, the ancient Sir Cleo Monster from Ulasil. It sounds like something a player would come up with. But I have no idea. I really, really do hope this is the right thing to do. And it's not like you were supposed to leave her alive this whole time. Like, I hope this is releasing her from what appears to be some sort of horrible bonded torment that she has been put in. Is my plan. But if it turns out I've been the bad guy all along, like every other thing I've ever done... Oh, hey, buddy. Sorry, I took so long. Yep, that's fair. Just a little poking. Seems to have an incredible amount of health. There we go. Ah, he got me. Well, fair enough. Bye! I have no idea where that's going to respawn me, which is a bit of a shame. Not really the time for that, but okay. I'll make my way back down here to get the smelter wedges. That's the only problem I really have with Dark Souls multiplayer PvP system. So I don't mind PvP necessarily in the right circumstances if you can opt into it. But the idea that just using a human effigy or something would opt you into it is a little sad. I guess I do need to go up and then down. Yes, I need to go up the other side. So it's like at times like this when I'm 2 feet from the boss gate and just trying to do a story-appropriate lore thing, I don't really want to be fighting other players and dying to other players. Is my only complaint. Now I will shut up. Because I'm not developing it. You get to make your own decisions. Okay, so I want to go down this one. I hope. And don't really need to go off the top anymore. I got that item. And I don't really need to fight these guys, but I will need to probably fight the big guy. Unless the door stays open, it may be fine. Let me try this. Assume the door stays open. Whee! Okay. These guys respawn. No need to hang around here. That was lucky. Ow, but the elevator is down. This is gonna be a shame. Oh good, they're not interested. Thank you for not being interested. So now we're going down again. I kind of feel like I must be missing an easy bonfire here somewhere. This is a long way to go every time you die at a boss. But sometimes they like to make you do that. And sometimes they like to give you a really easy shortcut, but put it in such an obscure area that they can laugh at you when you never find it. I can hear the chuckles even now. What do you want? What do you think this is the time for? Oh, I should have gotten out of there for that one. Oh, I really should have. Low on stamina by the time I can finally hit him. He's got me again. Man, I was hoping we'd have time to try the boss once here, but now I'm getting a little close. A little close to go time. What with all these constant deaths. We'll see if we can at least get back down there and remove the last few smelters. See if that does anything for us. Not that way. It's nice that you can see my soul pile down there every time. Alright, give me 1 second here. My apologies. Ran out of water to sip. Scandalous. I know. Okay, so hoping we can at least take out those other wedges, or make use of them. I kind of feel like there's some easy shortcut here I'm missing too. This is a pretty nice shortcut all the way down, but feels like there's some weird thing I'm not seeing. This thing is just devastating every time, too. There we go. Finally dodged it. I'm also now just noticing there's a room over here. Maybe important. Maybe a ring. Oh, he's followed me. Okay, sure. That's fine. Let's hope I can get to this lever. Oh, good. It does finally seem to, get them to stop. Going down. And getting shot in the face. Just noticed this area is called Brume Tower. And you're making a clean sweep of the place. Oh ho! That is fantastic. Alright, I am going to switch very briefly to my Zweihänder for a little bit of extra reach here. The lack of reach, really quite unfortunate. The lack of skill, also really quite unfortunate. Wow, flamey pauldrons. Thanks a lot. Yikes, that really does almost take me out. Much more often than it should. These flamey pauldrons. So many opportunities to die. Ah. That's really too bad. Really too bad, what with the time limit and all. It's not that big a deal. It's just the time limit. Goodness me. I think we have time for one more attempt. But regrettably, if we die this time, that's going to be it. And the poor Nadalia, bride of Ash, will be writhing in agony for all time. Or at least for 9 hours while I work. Poor Nadalia. Hello and welcome. So sorry. Trying to come in here to a nice welcoming chat and just seeing me in anguish. Fighting one gentleman over and over again and failing. Welcome to Dark Souls. It's pretty much the dictionary definition. I wonder if you could just yeehaw yourself on down there. There's gotta be a way. Ooh, that was a little devastating. Thought I had that, though. I thought I hit B to dodge. Okay. Can't get cocky. Think you're safe with a minor swordsman, that's for sure. So that one attempt I was mentioning. About that one attempt. Let's try just one more. I really do think there has to be an easier way to do this. Like another bonfire I'm missing. So maybe I can, when I'm off work, do a little research here. In the hopes that this will be a bit smoother. It does seem like we're getting fairly close to the end of Brume Tower. Not there quite yet, but fairly close. And I'm assuming that means another crown for our collection. At which point we will have Sin, the slumbering dragon crown, and this one. We just have to go back for the Burnt Ivory King. Okay, there's one of these that I should not be using. It's taking me down, down, to an unfortunate extent. It is that one. Eh. So there are no souls in that soul pile. It is effectively meaningless. I'm just curious if perhaps I can skirt on past and have enough time. No smelter wedge. Ah. Well, that could be a problem. I did get like 6. Perhaps there are more to find. There's a bonfire. Ah. Great. I'm very, very happy. I did not mean that, I meant hooray. Okay, so I will try to find where those other 2 smelter wedges are. I must be out at this point, but we have more to take out. I'll find more wedges. We will be able to teleport right back down here to use them. Fantastic. Thank you for bearing with me. Sorry to end that on such a stumbly note, but we'll get back into it. Looking forward to seeing what this boss is and what it does when we fully release Nadalia there. Very much looking forward to it. See you next time, I do hope, and I do hope it's soon. Bye for now.